Hello fellow warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to another online battle from Warhammer 2. So this one is again from the HAMSTERLIGA tournament. I haven't posted lately about that, but it's still going. So yeah, this is the second battle against HB Teddy. The first one was Tomb Kings versus Bretonia, if I remember correctly, yeah. And this one is Vampire Coast against the Dwarfs. So for my army we got 4 hounds deployed back here, and the reason I do that is because the dwarves usually just vanguard deploy stuff behind your back in order to come and shoot you, so I just got these wolves over here. So for my main force we got the Queen Bess over here, just already starting getting off some shots, also gunnery white in order to replenish the ammunition on that thing, just 1 unit of bombers back here because I just have leftover money, and I said why the hell not. 2 units of depth guard, always a standard against the dwarves, because yeah, you need these guys to chop down infantry, because the chaff alone are not gonna do it. 2 units of animated hulks just to smash through the infantry if there's no slayers around, and the front line is just 5 units of deckhands mob with what's the name? The Tide of Scold in the front line, which is the only decent tough unit the Vampire Coast has. For my leadership, of course, I went with Noctilus. It's the summon spam, so excuse me about that. It was when I was getting to I was starting to play as Vampire Coast, and yeah, this is my army. So for my opponent's forces, he picked the dwarves, and he's got a front line of miners, as you can see over here, with blasting charges. He's got the Grumbling Guard over here, which have perfect vigor, if I remember correctly. No, they actually just provide better vigor to everybody around them, and they're also immune to psychology. 2 units of Longbeards over here, 3 units of Quarrelers. Actually, Quarrelers are quite nice against the freaking Vampire Coast, because you don't need the armor piercing, although Rangers with their stock ability are even better because you can just get shot back. Some more Bagman's Rangers over here, some more Longbeards, just 1 unit of Dragonback Slayers and 2 cannons, which are gonna start opening fire on my Queen Bess. So I was kind of gambling over here bringing the Queen Bess, because you know that the dwarves will most likely bring cannons. So we're gonna have a little bit of a cannon skirmish, some artillery duel over here, and yeah, let's see how that's gonna go. Well, of course you already know how that's gonna go. That thing is just gonna keep shooting in here, and Queen Bess is just gonna suffer the consequences. As you can see, I drop an invocation of the heck over here in order to keep that thing going, although it's kind of a waste. It doesn't heal too much, and it takes massive damage, as you can see from all those shots. And I think it's down, it's dead. No, I try actually to pull back the crew, but it's gonna die, so I'm just gonna fast forward that, because yeah, the crew is gone, and this is when I realized that I have to march forward because he's got the missile advantage. So I'm gonna all of these guys are super slow except the Death Guard, so what I'm gonna try to do here goes against all of my principles, is just go straight inside with the scurvy dogs and not wait for the rest of the army, because whenever I play any battle I say storm in at once, like from all sides. Don't just go one at a time, like send 1 wolf then send another, just go in at all times together. And this is clearly not what I'm doing here, but I'm doing it because I need to buy enough time for my guys to advance, because they're freaking slow as hell. So there's gonna be some harassment, as you can see back here. We're just gonna keep going after the Correlers, just trying to shut down the cannons. As soon as I get my my thing and my line is almost here, I'm just gonna pull out my dogs. They took some damage, these 2 specifically, but the other 2 are quite healthy. These ones are down to half health. He's gonna try to just shoot me off, but as I said, I was just buying time, and now my guys are gonna be here. Let me just fast forward till we get into contact, and yeah, the chaff are just gonna keep coming in. The Depth Guard will try to sneak through here into that gap and just go straight for the Quarrelers, even though I think they will end up fighting Grumbling Guard. The Hulks over here will just pound on the miners with the help of some chaff. The depth guard also from this place are sneaking through, just going straight for the Bagman's Rangers. The dogs have repositioned themselves in the back, and now I'm gonna be trying to get into the back line. I get a summon straight into that cannon over here in order to shut it down. These guys got caught even though I gave the order. They probably just clipped the formation of the miners here and just stopped, but not right now. They're just gonna keep going because I need these guys to engage the quarrelers over here, because I can't have them shooting the animated hulks. These guys are the slowest of them all, and but finally they're gonna get here and they're just gonna keep bombing these miners. So miners who are supposed to be throwing bombs at other people are gonna get bombed in return. Over here the hounds are just gonna keep harassing the cannon together with the deckhands mob, and as soon as he takes his dragonback slayers onto this front, I'm just gonna move in with these hounds and just shut down the other cannon. This zombie deckhand mob is trying to get into these quarrelers over here. The miners are almost dead. Noctilus is actually taking a lot of damage because I forgot to say that he actually is playing with Grombrindal, who's got really high melee attack and magical attacks. Does Noctiboy has physical resistance? I don't think he has, but it's a good pick just in case I go with Silostra. So had I gone with Silostra, she would be dead already. But nevertheless, as you can see here, Grombrindal, even with just his magical attacks, really hurts a lot over here. So the back line is just at a disarray at the moment. Actually, the bounce of power is massively against my favor, like massively. Yeah, you know, it's just against my favor. But we will try to pull this around. What we need to do is just make sure his ranged units will not be able to do anything, because this is where the strength of the dwarfs lies, in the ranged units. Unless you know, get a build to go like real killing power in the melee line, but usually it comes down to the missiles. So over here the gunner white is gonna be trying to shoot point blank on Grombrindal and the miners as well, and Noctiboy is gonna end up in a fight with both the runesmith and the Grombrindal. So we're just gonna try to get away, and I'm just gonna send this staff over here just to stop them. The depth guard have managed to get into the back line. I can't see where the second one is, or has it died? It might have died actually, but as long as I have one, it's all good. They're up to 72 kills and they're doing great. Over here, kind of a derp. I get the animated hulks on top of the dragonback slayers in order to fight, both of them actually. As soon as I realize that, I'm gonna get them back, because you don't want to be doing that at any reason. And yeah, I think we're doing overall, like every archer of his is being shut down. The bounce of power has tickled a little bit back in the middle, probably because I got an invocation of Nehek on Noctilus, but I need to get the hell away from there, because the longer the white dwarf stays on him, the worse this is gonna be for me. The gunnery white just keeps on shooting, just sniping for the runesmith. I think I was aiming for Grombrindal, but whatever. Over here, these brave deckhand mob are still fighting some dwarven warriors, some long beards over here together with the grumbling guard, but I'm just gonna get another unit over here, try to surround them, and okay, I guess I was a little bit slow. This is now when I actually decide to take the hulks out of there, so quite a sloppy play on my part against these dragonback slayers. So yeah, they're gonna get over here, they're gonna pound hard the Longbeards and also Grombrindal and the Runesmith, and yeah, I think this is going fairly alright for the moment. I still got some hounds just chasing down one of these quarterly units. The other guy is going after the Bagman's Rangers. We get some miners coming back here, just throwing some blacksmith charges, and I respond because they were really good blobbed up over there, so I just casted that spell with Noctilus, that meteor effect. And over here the bombers are gonna open fire on the Longbeards, just helping out these summoned deckhands mob, and actually they're doing quite a decent business. They're not causing too much of a damage, but what is their debuff actually? I think, where is it? Yeah, it doesn't say that they have too much damage here, but they have high exploding damage, so this is the reason you most likely you bring them. They're gonna be running out of ammunition, but since I don't have the Queen Bess, I'm just gonna be buffing these guys to get their ammunition back. These guys will be dealing with some miners that just rallied over here, and Noctilus is just trying to escape the yoke of Grombrindal, because this guy is a beast if he gets his hand to him. But the depth guard being here, they're just gonna about everything. So the balance of power is now in my favor, and I don't think there's anything else to see here, because this has been a huge grind fest so far, and because we get like 2 of the slowest units in the game, he manages to get my chaff over here and go after my bombers, but it's gonna be alright. Yeah, like it's just chaff versus the ward over here. The white dwarf is going down. I'm just gonna intercept here with Count Noctilus, and that's gonna be it. So it's GG. Good job to HV Teddy. That was a fun match, even though I lost my Queen Bess straight away the first 30 seconds, but yeah, we did fine. So Count Noctilus, perfect as always. The gunnery white wasn't needed without the Queen Bess, but he did some fine job. The chaff did what they were intended to do, and the depth guard actually got a decent amount of kills. The one got destroyed pretty fast, probably because of some focus fire. I wasn't paying attention, so these guys died almost immediately. The bombers, I don't know. I don't think they did well, but whatever. The 4 scurvy dogs did their part, just buying me enough time as soon as my Queen Bess was destroyed in order to get in there and get my hands dirty, and the animated hulks were quite fearsome, just dealing with miners and all of the long beards and stuff like that. Queen Bess, not that performing. So for HV Teddy's army, I really liked his army, but I think he needed more missiles. I don't think you need plenty of long beards. You just need miners, some 2 or 3 slayers just in any case, and cut down the cannons. Just go with like full retard, like 3 quarterlers, 3 Bagman's Rangers, 3 more of everything. Just make sure you get plenty of missiles, and that is it. Damn it, my throat. Alright, so I really hope you enjoyed, guys. Feel free to leave a like or a comment. Feel free to subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification button. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.